What is going on, Sneaker Family? If it's Wednesday, it's what? If it's Wednesday, it's what? For the third time. If it's Wednesday, it's what? So full. I'm so glad to be back home. Man, if y'all follow me on IG, you know I had a heck of a time trying to get home from the NOLA. I had to spend the extra night. And I know you're like, oh, yeah, I really feel sorry for you. But anyway, do me a favor. Y'all say what's up to my little brother, Maestro Dabs. What's going on, bro?
Man, what's good, family, man? It's I gotta open my phone up, man. I'm tripping. I even opened my phone up so I could see the comments and everything like that. But man, oh man, it's been an interesting week, man. We our last video, me and my wife had I had a discussion kind of within myself, but she was kind of listening to me. But you know, for me, the sneaker releases, you know, it haven't been like there's nothing that came out this year that just really has just like straight moved me yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the month of March, and it's like I don't know if there's anything that's coming out for the month of March that's moving me yet, or it's like until this Paul George one that I just seen. I seen him at the store yesterday. A couple days ago. And man, them bad boys.
I did what? Paul George.
Paul George won.
What? Are you sick?
I'm not sick at all. I'm not sick at all. But
okay, keep going. I'm trying to understand.
That Paul George one has leather on it. Price 110. Quick strike though, but I'm saying 110 with leather on it once again.
Okay, well, all shoes got leather, but what kind of leather? Come on, you it
don't matter. For 110, I'm not. For 110, I don't care what type of leather. It's suede on there, but I don't really care about too much this super duper quality if I'm only paying 110 for a shoe. But I thought it felt pretty nice. It felt decent. But just the shoe, the design of the shoe, they're a nice sneaker, man. I really like this pair, man. I can see myself picking up a couple of pair of this particular silhouette. I really like them. Me personally, myself, my opinion, I like them a lot.
Did you try them on, or you just like how they look?
No, they won't let you try it on quite yet. You know, my plug won't do that. But I've seen the alternate 8s. We've seen the 15, the blue and white 15s is coming out. We've seen them.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to have whoever it is that's showing you these doggone shoes to call somebody in the DMV and let me, because I'm like, really? They let you see shoes? Are you kidding me?
The playoff 12 belows, we've seen that. I mean, she came out with a handful of shoes, but the one that surprised me, I didn't like a lot in hand. Not saying I'm not going to get them, but I think they're called the obsidian and white 15s. That blue in person looks a little dark, almost looks like a blue black. So, you know, but other than that, though, all the other shoes, I didn't like the 8s. I'm not getting the 8s, but the 12s, you know, I'm still weighing it. But those Paul Georges is to me, one of the top kicks to release this year so far. It's been early, and I don't know.
The bar is that low?
For me, it is. I think the bar is a little bit low for me. I'm kind of in a sneaker rut, I suppose. You know what I mean?
I think you need to go to your sneaker therapist. I think you need to stretch out on the sneaker couch and talk these things out, because I there's something going on. We're gonna work through this, but let me do this right quick, man. Let me jump off in the chat and say what's good to the family. I see King of Foams has jumped in the chat. Cadillac Jackson, Illa Ills, Beard Jedi, all the family jumping in early. Respect to the early family.
Beard Jedi in the building.
It's going down. Jamie White. Wednesday night is my favorite night. Thank you, family. We're so glad about that. And Requiem One Truth. What's good, family? I see you off in the chat too. That's a new name, I think, but welcome to the family. Welcome to Wednesday night. Because if it's Wednesday, it's soulful. You gotta turn it up. You gotta turn the volume down now.
It's all the way down. It's all the way down.
We can't have the echoplex going on. Then you like, you know, those people. I listen to a couple like talk shows on satellite radio, and this one cat, if he calls your name and it comes up and he hears talking, he don't say nothing. He just hangs up and go right to the next caller, because you gotta know.
Man, and then one-legged Lister, he in the building, man. And
He's driving.
I'll tell you what, man, they got a show.
Now that's dedication, family.
They got a show. It's called the Monday Midsole, man. And I'm telling you, man, I've listened to the past 2 episodes, and they doing their thing too, man. It's a very enjoyable listen, man. They going over a lot of different topics and details and stuff like that too. So shout out to them, the Monday Midsole. It's nothing but love over this way, man. We appreciate what you guys are doing and what you guys are bringing to the community. It's definitely a dope show.
Absolutely. And I was trying to get home on Monday so I could see it, but it didn't work out that way. So yeah, I got you next week, bro. I got you next week. For sure, for sure.
Yes, sir.
What's popping with the appetizer this week, man? What are we talking about?
Let's see what we have this week, if I can find my notes. And I don't see them. But no, what we have, we're going to show a couple of pickups for the appetizer. And then also, what was the other thing we are going to talk about for the appetizer?
Oh, you want to talk about that right now?
Yeah, let's talk about the other thing right now. That thing.
Oh, you want to talk about that thing?
That thing that I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that myself.
That's the same thing?
I'm waiting for it myself because OG, he gonna make sure that he gets the thing and everything done first, and then he'll give the little brother the scraps. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting the scraps.
No, you look. There has to be some privilege to birthplace. You can't, because like the little bros, they always get the pass. They don't never get in trouble. I mean, big bros, they go through all the heat. They get. And you get to learn from the example. You get to go, oh, see, big bro did that. I'm not even making that mistake. I'm a step to the left. Or they get to go, mama. And even if I wasn't doing that and I get capped. So, sometimes birthright has to have its privilege. You got to be, if you first, you in line first, right?
I don't know. My mom, she couldn't stop having them. So I never got that privilege to, you know what I mean?
Look, that's a whole nother discussion for another blog. If you could roll that into
my mama, she couldn't stop, boy.
I'm with it. But
it was like Lay's potato chips, you know what I mean? Once you pop, you can't stop.
Woo! So you know what? I'm checking the numbers. So the early family is gonna get that thing. So the thing is, you know what? Let me just go ahead and break this all the way. Oh, can't get my jacket off now. That's what happens when you can't move your arms. I can't move my leg. But we got some special shirts. There we go. Toss that off to the side. What y'all? Let me fix the camera. What y'all know about that? Huh? What y'all know about that?
That's the logo.
Uh-huh. But wait, normally I wouldn't turn my back to you, but
I said, ooh.
let me see.
Beer Jet, I said, ooh.
Let me flex.
Yeah, man.
So that's that thing, y'all. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that, family? Uh-oh. Yes, sir.
I tell you what, too, man. Like I said, I got some coming. I'm gonna give some of my allotment away to the family that's gonna be coming up here in Cleveland pretty soon. So some of my allotment is gonna be going to family members. So if you're a family member, you rocking with the Sneaker Family, just walk up to us and just say you family, and we got something for you. We're gonna have something for you, family. Not promising all the family members something, but so it's coming.
So, and we'll bring this up later, as more family gets plugged in tonight. But one of the things we were talking about is, like how we're gonna do this, because we know we have a family that is very supportive, and we were talking last night, and I was like, yo, Dabs, as soon as this hits, the family's gonna be like, so what's up? Wear my shirt.
Exactly.
So absolutely, like Dab said, we're gonna set some aside from this first. We did a really, really tiny run just as a test of proof of concept. I'm still trying to work on some place where we can do a larger number. But we'll definitely have a couple to bless some of the family members with in Cleveland. But don't sleep and try to get in early, because it's going to be limited. But all of that to say is, what we really want to know is, what do you all want to see? And you can just jump off in the chat later on tonight. Well, one of the things that we're considering is doing something like a pre-order, only because, we want to do it, but we want it to be economical. And we also, we just don't want to get a whole bunch of shirts and, the family is not necessarily with it. Now, I know that there's certain people in the family that's, they already like, where do I need to send my check? And mad respect to you on that. But just let us, let us know,
And don't forget what we discussed as well is that, we're not in it to make profit or money or anything.
No doubt. And that's the most important thing to know. What we're looking at is, before we even put like a pre-order, I was just, I just want you to see that thing. But what we're talking about is also that we want to be able to find some place that we can get a reasonable quality shirt for a reasonable price, and also to let that price be very transparent. So, it's not going to be a whole bunch on top of whatever it costs to make it, because we just want to, we just want to share this with the family that wants to get down with us. And if if you don't want it, that's all good. But if you do, we want to be able to share that with you. And the only thing that would be on top of that cost would be whatever it costs to ship. So literally, like for Lily Hilly, I'll send it to Germany. Whatever it costs is just going to be on top of the shirt. I'm not, we're not going to be adding a whole lot of fluff in there, because for us, it's not about, trying to do this to make, some kind of, profit or, crazy thing like that. And, whatever we do, y'all know it's going to come right back anyway, because it's just going to be, giveaways and, whatever we can do to bless the family. So, y'all just let us know, off in the chat as we go through the evening. If you're kind of feeling that and you would, be okay with doing some type of pre-order. So, as we're talking about and trying to figure out our plan, we can take what your concerns and what your thoughts are into consideration. What else you got to say, little bro? I've been running my mouth, so let me be quiet and sip my iced tea.
No, I was just saying that, like you said before, with the sale of the shirt, we're going to be trying to do things to, make the show better. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's newer equipment, to make the show more, more visually, to make it visually better, better sound equipment, things of that sort. But, for the most part, it's just so the family we can just show some love for the family. And it's not about making any type of money or anything like that. We're not really in it for that. But definitely this dope that you got yours. I got mine on the way. So I'll definitely be able to represent. Like I said, come Cleveland, there's going to be a couple items that we're going to give away to family members, not just to anybody. You got to be a family member, so that it is what it is. So we look forward to that. But let's get to another part of the appetizer, which is just a couple of pickups. I'll go first, and then we can have you show a couple of yours that you did get this week. And I'm just going to show a couple. It's not everything that I picked up, but it's two pieces that one piece has grown on me actually from when I initially did the review. When I initially did a review, I was like, it's kind of this, it's kind of that, but it's actually kind of grown on me. And that is the, as I get it out, the Kyrie 3 BHM joint.
Oh, nice. Nice.
They're starting to grow on me just a little bit. The sole is still the best thing smoking on this thing, but
ain't the joints comfortable though, man? Tell the truth.
They're the most comfortable Kyrie there is, in my opinion. They're the most comfortable Kyrie there is, and I was surprised that this leather check or whatever you want to call it, the swoosh, I think it's done in leather, or it's tumbled like it's done in leather. Hopefully you guys can see it a little bit up close, but these are starting to grow on me. Still not that piece that's just going to make me go, still not that piece that's going to make it to where I'm very excited. And then the next pickup that I did get within this past week, this release this past Saturday, you guys seen it. Everybody's done reviews on them, but the definitely the Chicago 13s. It's a clean colorway. The colorway is definitely the saving grace. Some decent quality leather on these bad boys too. Just so very happy to have these in the collection for sure. What you got, OG?
Well, first of all, somebody said something in the chat about it's summertime and because they could see I got on long sleeve. Come on, y'all. Y'all know we got t-shirts now. Don't get it twisted. I'm not just getting some long winter thing, but I think I'm just gonna leave that up in the background so I don't have to keep showing what I got. But so I got one thing to reveal because y'all know that I was in the NOLA over the
I'm about to say, man, the shoulder patches on that hat. How many patches is on? Like it's about 4 patches on there.
This thing is crazy. So you got
the
all-star joint on the front. Then you have this was like a star thing that like on their warm-ups. It was like on the leg of the warm-ups that they wore on court. Then this is another different colored all-star. Then some more of the star patches. Of course, it's a Mitchell and Ness joint. And then this was kind of like one of the alternate ones, but what it does is it combines the all-star, and then I forget what you call this. I'm just going to say a clover leaf, but that's not what it is. But that's like a symbol for New Orleans, and because it was also going on during Mardi Gras time. This was like
if you turn it back around, look like that may have been the patch. It says 2014 on there, I want to say.
You know what? It sure does. It might have been like from the last time.
Because they done had the All-Star game 3 times in the past 10 years.
I didn't even notice that. You know what? So here I'll give you one.
The other side has the other All-Star patch.
Right. So the other thing I was going to say was this was like the main kind of logo, what have you, for this particular game. So you know what? These maybe
that one says 2008. So that's the past.
But this is like all 3.
Yeah, that's dope.
So here's my little tip for if you do go to All-Star, this is my first one, had a lot of missteps, a lot of things that kind of came together. But if you do go, and you like swag, hats and stuff like this is a tip I want to tell you. Remember this if you go. When you see stuff that you want to buy, and like early in the weekend, resist the urge to buy it. Find a store other than in the stadium that has all the stuff that you want. Wait until the Sunday of the game, of the main game. Then go buy everything because it was half off.
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense though.
We went to the rookie game. Well, I call it the rookie game. I think they call it Rising Star or something now because it's freshman versus sophomore. Well, it's not freshman versus sophomore anymore. Now they do USA versus the world. So the players that identify with, something other than a U.S. Homeland play on the world team. And then the, other freshmen and sophomores from the States play on the USA team. But we went to that game because that was like the most affordable ticket. Other than they actually had a D-League game as well, which I thought was interesting. I don't know if this was the first year they'd done that before. And that game was actually, if you went to any event, that was before the D-League game, you could take your ticket stub or whatever and get into the D-League game for free. But what I was going to say is I can't show too many of my pickups because they're in upcoming videos. However, one that's already posted that I came up on this shoe off of Instagram. They had a post about it, and it's from it was a collab with Adidas and a local shop in New Orleans called Sneaker Politics. And I just, sometimes colors just catch me. And I just really felt this was actually, let me turn this light around a little bit so it doesn't have so much light going on. But it's still kind of washing out because the upper light is that's a little bit better. Okay. So of course you can't see me, but you can see the shoe better. It's a fly knit. It's a Adidas Gazelle, but it's fly knit, and it has the colors of Mardi Gras, which are purple, gold, and green. It comes with some extra laces, so you got kind of the green and gold laces, and then you have like white kind of lace with nice little gold lace tips, and just a really dope, comfortable shoe. Again, it was a collab between Sneaker Politics and Adidas, and the shoe was only like 110, but you could only get it in New Orleans, and it was only for the All-Star game, and also kind of for Mardi Gras. So, but I do have part 2 of the vlog from New Orleans and All-Star Weekend is going to be there. Some very interesting video. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to be able to do it. If you've ever been to New Orleans during Mardi Gras and seen women ask for beads, you kind of might know where I'm going. But just some really interesting video. That video should be up shortly after we finish Soul Food tonight. And then later on in the week, I'm just going to be dropping some serious bombs. I was able to come up on some pretty nice stuff. But really, really good weekend. And I'll be talking more about, I could probably spend another 45 minutes just talking about the weekend and what the whole All-Star Weekend experience was. But if you ever have an opportunity to go, even if you don't go to any of the game, just all the stuff that's going around surrounding it, it's just very, very dope experience. And I'm actually thinking about trying to go next year. I think it's going to be in LA, and I have family in LA. So, the cost for me would be, really, really low in terms of not having to worry about staying in a hotel. I would have access to a car, and, so might, still make it affordable. And now knowing some of the things from this particular year, just in terms of getting tickets early and that type of thing, I think it'll be a whole lot better experience. But even if you weren't into basketball, if you were just into kicks, man, it was a place to be for this weekend. Any and everything I saw out there.
Shout out to the Crease Kicks. He said he finally managed to get to the episode live. It's 5 a.m. in Dubai, man. That's dope.
Woo!
And Lily Hilly in the building as well. You know what I'm saying? Getting some international love, man. That's definitely dope.
And we will mail a soul food joint to Dubai if you want to get down, bro. So don't think we won't.
I got a quick thing too. For me, I'm a bargain shopper, and this is kind of off the cuff. I just was thinking about this, but I'm a big time bargain shopper.
Yep.
Have you noticed that the price of kicks has dropped quick as ever? I've already seen the Chicago 13s for $165.
Wow.
Already. They just came out on Saturday. Now they're $165 within 3 or 4 days. What's going on with that? What's going on to where the prices of sneakers dropping in 4 days?
Man, that's a good question. I don't even have an answer for that, other than the fact that they must just be getting ready to push out a crap load of shoes. Because to me, if you have inventory that's sitting, one way to get it gone, if you know anything about retail, drop the price.
But 4 days?
Bro, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we already talked about last week, didn't we? That, it's just too many releases.
It's definitely too many releases, but
I'm
amazed.
If you got to clear the pipeline.
I see the All-Star 31s for $165 as well. I'm like, these shoes just came out, man.
But they trying to catch them people that were on the fence. Like, do you have a Sneakers Plus account?
No.
Bruh, you sleeping. So they sent an all access pass today, 30% off anything.
Right.
One-time coupon. So I was like, I didn't get on those 6s, but now I can get those 6s for 30% off. Might change my mind.
Yeah, I still wouldn't do it. I haven't bought from Nike yet. So, and part of it is because the Sneakers app is never good to me. So I never want to really support Nike like that. So, but as far as buying from their app, but
but with this, first of all, with this code, you got to go in the store. You can't use it online.
Oh, you can't use it online.
Yeah, it's like one of those. It's like when they have that thing they do every now and again where if you buy so much, you'll get a card for $50 off or $100 off depending on how much you spend, and it's like for 3 weeks down the road or something like that. It's one of those type of thing, one time use, but the percentage is better because you can buy up to $750 worth of merchandise and then take 30% off of it.
Yeah, I just don't understand it though, man. It's one of the things that Nike might be shooting. I mean, I don't know. I know even if they sell a shoe for $100 or $120, they're still making their money. But I just to me, it's kind of playing with the value of the sneakers. And for me, when I buy sneakers, I also buy due to the fact that this shoe has a monetary value. Now, when I'm buying though, I'm starting to get the picture, or Nike doesn't care about what the value is doing with the shoes. And I know they're trying to eliminate resellers, but I think you have to have a fine line towards eliminating the reseller and then having the shoe keep some type of value. Right now, they're all the way to this side to where it's eliminate resellers, but they're hurting the consumer's value of their sneakers as well, in my opinion.
Okay, but then that kind of goes, well, maybe that leads into our one of the areas of our main topic. But I mean, are you copping because you like, or you on the shoe, or are you copping because you're trying to fill up the vault with things that are valuable?
It's a combination. It's not just one thing for me. It's definitely a combination. But I don't want to, unless you're ready to get to this main course today.
I don't really, like I said, I could go on with the with the All-Star thing. If there's anybody in the chat, has a couple questions, or something about the weekend, or if you have a question, whatever, just hit me up. Like I said, I don't know what people want to know. There's so many different things I saw, that I could bring up. But yeah, I'm ready to jump into the main course unless you have another question about about the All-Star weekend.
No, that's about it, man. That's about it. I'm anxious to get into this main course. Where does no, it says brand, quality, hype, price. Where does your loyalty lie? Where does your loyalty lie? If you had to pick one, OG, which one would you pick if you had to pick one? Brand, quality, hype, or price?
I would probably say price, because at the end of the day, for me, that's probably what drives a lot of the decision. Even if I'm on something that I know is going to cost, it's still, how much is it going to cost? Whether, am I willing to go there, so to speak? I'm not a brand hound. I mean, there's, I got more Nike Jordan stuff than anything, but I have a lot of other stuff too. So, right. And I'm definitely an advocate, for people trying other things. Don't just, stay on one street, because you're missing some dope sneakers if you do that.
For me, I like the quality, but I might have to agree with you on the price, because the price to me almost drives everything. If I feel like a shoe is, like, I guess for example, the Black Cat 13, I just didn't feel like that shoe was a 190 shoe. But if the price drops and I can get them for 110, 120, then I think it's a viable purchase. And I've done a lot of different brands like that, whether it's been Saucony, Diadora, things like that. I will never pay retail for those brands unless it's something super crazy. But, once that price does drop, then I'm like, oh, that's a cool shoe that I want to get it. So price does pretty much, that's where my loyalty does lie, with price. With the brand, I had a question regarding the brand. If you had to pick one brand to stick with, which brand would it be? If you can only buy one brand.
Wow.
So,
And are you considering
Nike is not Jordan?
Come on, man. That's disrespectful to your older brother. It really is, man. You just try to pull the rug right out from under.
So I can tell it's between Nike and Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I had to pick one, I'm gonna say that what is in the most of my collection, which is going to be Jordan stuff. So yeah, it would be that. But I would do it. I would do it begrudgingly
I would.
because I don't want to have to pick one.
I would choose Nike. Me personally, I love Jordans. I know Jordans is probably it's most of what I have in my collection, but I have a big amount of Nikes as well. Just like I would suppose most people would. But I still would say Nike. It's just too many classic silhouettes and too many other ball players that came out with some extreme heat. Whether it was Barkley, Penny Hardaway, Air Force Ones, Dunks, things of that sort. You know, I just think Nike's the history is just even Cortez. It's just too deep. You know, it's a lot.
I got you, but I'm just being true. My answer was for me being true to my collection. I mean, I got Air Force Ones. I got, I like the lows for sure.
Right.
And like the thing we were talking about this before, probably in one of the other show preps, what they did, like I know a lot of people don't like them, but what they did with the Flyknit Air Force Ones, I prefer the lows more than the highs, but how they, of course, with the Flyknit, the shoe is lighter, but also they cored out the sole, so
right.
It's kind of softer, and
the shoe was extremely light.
In terms of like spending the whole day, like when I bought the first pair, we were in New York. And I took off my other shoes and put them in the box and walked around in those shoes the rest of the day because it just felt that good, walking around and being on your feet. So I definitely got love for that. But, I mean, my number one top of the list is a Black Cement 3.
Right.
And I just can't. If you're going to make me choose, I can't not choose that.
Yeah, my number one is a Jordan 11, but I can put that to the side for some. I mean, just the catalog is so deep because for me, sometimes I just get tired of wearing Jordans. Jordans to me are not the most comfortable of shoes. So if I go back to the Nikes, I can hit the Prestos, sock darts, things of that sort, Flyknit racers. I can get some more comfortable pieces in there besides the Jordans. Another question, OG. Then you can tag me with a couple.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to run to the price point. What's the ideal price for a regular Jordan? Jordans right now, they're going at $190. What's the ideal price that you think that Jordan brand should have for sneakers right now?
I love, and the thing that got me on them first, the pricing for Kyrie's. That 120 to 140 window, depending on where the shoe is. That to me, I'm choosing that as opposed to something below $100 because usually below $100, what you get for it really starts to suffer. That's a sweet spot for me. I wish everything was kind of in that neighborhood. When you start to get up over, say, 160, I'm kind of starting to get in my feelings, like you getting a little bit too hard in my pocketbook.
Yeah, I think, for Nike basketball, especially when they come out with products that's 160 plus, especially, the Kobe's, the LeBrons, and, I'm really thinking once, twice, three times, and really I'm waiting until they hit the outlet, to be honest. But for Jordan brand, to be honest with you, I'm counting inflation and things of that sort. I'm not opposed to 190. I'm okay with 190.
I just feel taxed because
the only reason I say that is because if a shoe, if a number, say the Black Cement 3 comes out and it's 120, and they make, if they're 120, they're going to make more and more and more. They might make 2 million pairs. You know what I mean? That is just too many shoes. It's going to be too many people wearing them. It's going to be people that you like. It might be my father wearing them or something like that. I'm like,
at 120 to 140, it ain't costing them but $15 if that to make the damn shoe. That's to make it.
I guess
and get it in the store.
I still like how exclusive Jordans kind of feel, to where I know like the people that's hitting the malls up and want to look fly, they're gonna have the J's. But for when we go out, we don't see people rocking Jordans like super crazy like that all the time. When we go to the mall and things like that. But I just think for some reason if they lower that price to 120, man, everybody would have them on. You have old ladies have them on, the mall walkers have them on. Everybody be rocking.
Nah. Nope. They still gonna be rocking Monarchs, dog. They ain't thinking about, or they're gonna be rocking Asics and New Balance and stuff like. But they're not. No, my grandson wants those shoes. I can't wear those things.
Man.
And then he doesn't tie up his laces. I'll trip.
Man, I like the 190 price point, man. If they go over 200 though, then that's when I'm like, okay, cause I just feel like it's still part of being kind of exclusive. Plus, I got the choice to say if I feel like the shoe is worth it or not. You know what I mean? If they did drop it to 120, I think, you know,
you can make a shattered backboard and sell it for 160. That whole discussion about it costs too much does not resonate for me.
no, I agree. But then it's just, to me, it's just I still feel like, man, everybody and their mama would have these shoes at that price point. You know what I mean? Especially if it's a big time. Now, if they never went up to 190, I think that's a different story. But if Jordan Brand decided, hey, we're going down to 130 or 140, how would you feel about that? Like a significant price drop.
Bro, I'm not gonna be mad if I'm getting the same stuff. I mean, like, to me, I understand that it has different technology and everything, but why does a 31 have to be 185? Why? It's just supposed to be a new edition of the one. And the standard price off the break on a one, they dropped the LeBrons to 150.
Well, they dropped the Jordan. They dropped the Jordan 30 was 200. So the Jordan 31, you know, they went down to 185.
Well, 200 was ridiculous. That whoever the marketing person on that, they was smoking crack. That's why they didn't sell nothing.
That's why I'm so happy that the consumers kind of forced Nike hand with all their basketball shoes, the Jordans, the LeBrons, the Kobe's, and the KDs. Everything has dropped in price.
Right.
I think we kind of forced their hand a little bit with that.
Remind me about forcing the hand that I do have something that I want to share with the family. We talked about it. I don't want to break into the middle of this conversation, but about something that I think you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I got a question.
You got a question? Go ahead.
Quality. How important is quality to you?
I think for
if
me,
you don't give the right answer, I'm gonna call you on it.
For me, quality, it kind of goes back to once the price again. Remember, I guess I said, where's my loyalty lies in price. So if the quality is super dope, you know, then I'm not opposed to paying 190 at all. Even if the quality, you know, even if it's okay, I'm not opposed to spend the 190.
But what about when the quality is jacked?
Then I wait. I'll wait until the price goes down or you know, but you
so
know,
how far does the price have to go down? So then quality is not that important. Is that what you're saying?
Not as important as price. Quality is important.
I wasn't saying in comparison.
Quality.
We got four things there. We got brand, we got quality, we have price, and hype.
I think quality is number 2.
Okay.
If I'm going to rank them, I would say price is number 1, quality is number 2. But you know, quality is. You said what now?
What's the last two? What's 3 and 4? Where do they fall? Which ones fall in 3 and 4?
Hype and then brand. Brand would definitely be last for me.
Wow. Well, how is hype before brand?
Because I'm an admitted hype beast.
Oh, really?
I know I'm a hype.
This is Soul Food Confessions.
I'm an admitted hype beast for sure. I'm just you know, sometimes things come out and I see that they sell out. I mean, I even admitted it on the Kyrie 3. That was a hype purchase, and everybody has done it before. There's no way that people can say that you know they're not hype beasts when you buy in multiple Jordan shoes. You know,
now.
You have to admit, are you a hype beast, OG? Are you a hype beast?
Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Really? You really want to ask me that question? Yeah, man. I embrace my inner hype beast.
I do too.
I try to control him. Sometimes he gets out of control. Like this weekend, he won.
I don't think he was a hype beast. I don't think he was a hype beast this weekend. I'm gonna put it out there. I know what you done did, and I can officially say that you copped things that you liked officially. So that's not hype beast material to me. I don't think you were a hype beast this weekend.
Bro, the hype beast was raging this weekend. Now, maybe I did not give in to him, but I'm telling you, I was like, oh, why not? Ooh, that. Ooh. Champs. And there was a champ, Lake, what is this? Lake something, Lake Forest, Lake something mall. just right out about 5 miles outside of downtown New Orleans. Restock 72 and 10s. Restock Space Jams. Restock the gold 11 lows, the closing ceremonies.
Right.
Then we went in there and they had all the all-star gear 50% off. So when I went to the rookie game, I got my LeBron jersey, the all-star joint. It wasn't cheap. It was like $100. I know when you go for stuff like that, you know, that's going to be the price. And usually, I mean, if you go get one of those swingman jerseys, that's usually around the price. Sometimes they go higher, but the swingman, I think of the tiers is the least, and usually like around, let's say 100 to 125, something like that is the price, as opposed to those authentics, which are like the 250s and on up. But anyway, they had them 50% off. So, you know, I ride with the East, but I did get my Russell Westbrook for $50.
That's nice.
And they had a bunch of Mitchell and Ness. I think I bought like 4 hats because they were all 50% off. So like if the hat was $30, it was $15.
Right.
You know, stuff like so. For that stuff, the hype beast was like, get this, get that. And I was just like, okay, sure. No problem.
It's kind of funny to me. I think I'm more of a hype beast when things are on sale.
Yeah.
You know, that's when the hype beast comes out and it's like, okay, because I guess some things that go on sale, it's like, do I really need them? And I ask myself that, and like most of the time it's like, no, I don't really need it. But then again, it goes on sale and just that hype beast take over. Like, man, I gotta get it because I'm trying to work on that, OG. I'm trying to really work on that for sure. But that Kyrie 3 for me was a hype beast. What was your last hype beast purchase?
Wow.
Ooh, mine was the Kyrie 3. That's self-admitted. Last hype beast purchase. It's a dope question. Woo.
Wow. Let me see. Hype beast purchase. Wow. This is gonna sound really odd to you, because I know you say like, well, why is that a hype beast?
Family, while he thinking about it, what was you guys' last hype beast purchase? I want to see it in the comments, family. What was the last hype beast purchase that you guys done caught? But OG, let me hear yours.
So give me.
Still thinking.
No, give me the criteria. So when you say, like, I know I didn't need it, but I did it anyway.
You bought. For me, a hype beast shoe is maybe you purchased a shoe you didn't love, or maybe you purchased a shoe that you thought you could wait on, but you didn't. You know, something like that. A shoe that you were kind of like wishy-washy, but you still got them anyway.
Okay. But are you saying I had to get them off the hype, or I got them off another reason?
I would say off the hype.
Okay, so the Space Jam Dub Zeros.
The Dub Zeros?
I love Dub Zeros.
But that's not a hype beast purchase. You love the shoe. You absolutely.
Wait, can I finish my statement? I wasn't gonna get them. I was like, nah, you know, I'm not gonna do that. And then I got in the store, and the hype beast said, "Well, just try them on." And I was like, "But you know, I it's nice, but I don't need that." And I was like, "Well, just try them on." So then I said, "Well, they ain't even gonna have my size." And the hype beast said, "Well, you never know if you don't ask." And so I was like, "Okay, you got this in, y'all have this in 11.5." Oh, I think we do. Came back with the shoe. I was like, okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna pass. And she said, "Well, you don't at least want to try them on?" And the hype beast said, yeah, you want to try them on. And once I put them on my feet, I was done. I was toasted. Now, the closest I came to the true hype beast moment, I could have got those OG, the Cherry 13s this weekend. I was right there in the House of Hoops in the French Quarter. I had them in my hand, and I was walking to the register. And fortunately, something else that I'll tell you about soon caught my eye, and so I put them down. That was that. I got to really think about that, man.
She wasn't. Well, I think that
because I wasn't on those. I told
exactly,
you I was messing with them.
So that would be the hype beast. Like that would have been the hype beast purchase because you wasn't on. You was like, And I was almost the same way with the Kyries. I was kind of going back and forth and like, let's go to the comments, man. The Cadillac Johnson said the last hype beast purchase was the Just Don 2s, the beach color. That's a dope shoe. I wish I had that shoe.
That's a baller hype beast moment.
Yes, it is. Jamie White said the Serena Jordans.
You know what? Those joints are kind of fly. The tennis ones with the little ankle thing.
The pink one or the red?
The red one, the bread color one.
Yeah.
Dope. I don't think, even if I was a little footer, I don't think I would wear them because I just I kind of feel some kind of way about that. But I ain't mad at somebody if they do, because them shits is fire for real.
The pink ones went pretty fast.
Yeah.
Illa Ill says Dub Zeros will get you flamed out here, but they all right to me personally.
Oh, hold up.
So if you go I think you're in the shower. You go into the shower, you're gonna get flamed.
You know what? First, my homie in Chicago is throwing jabs. So guess what, Chicago? You're getting no t-shirt. Don't send no money because you're getting no soul food t-shirt. Chicago is banned for Illa Ills. Now, how about that? No, we all good, man. Stop making jokes about my Dub Zeros.
The Ripster said my last hype beast purchase was made on the All-Star 6s. I looked at those and I didn't want to buy them like that. My last almost like how you did with the 13s. Those Air Jordan 31 All-Stars, I promise you, I've had them in hand twice and I was like ready just to, hey, let me try these on. And if I would have tried them on, it would have been over. Those shoes are so dope to me for some reason. But it would have been hype beast, so I'm still kind of wishy on it. Beer Jet, I said I went from no cop to paying $200 for some bread ones. Man, I don't know if that's hype beast or not, man. That's a steal.
Oh, no. I'll tell you what it is. The All-Star ones.
The All-Star ones?
I paid the up for them joints today.
Oh, wow.
My man's had them locally, and I knew that they were going to be legit, that I wasn't going to get got.
Yeah, it was crazy. They had a restock at my Foot Locker, but they didn't have my size, unfortunately. They had a restock. They had a couple of size 8s and the size, was it 14? Yeah, size 14 as well.
So that's my legitimate hype beast moment. And
yeah, I seen them in hand, man. They cool. I didn't love them though. I didn't love them in hand. For me, it was the Space Jam 11s doubled up after a restock last week. Wow.
Yep.
That's dope. That's dope. But yeah, I mean, the best 31s are the CNY and the Black Lux. Yeah, the Black Lux was dope. I don't even know where those man, I don't even know where those are at.
The Black Lux, what's that?
That's the one that had that quilted leather on the side.
Oh, the 31?
31s. Yeah, those were dope. I wanted
those joints. I saw them come up in the sneakers thing, and I just totally spaced because the picture didn't look like the original one that I saw. They had a thing when they had that big sneaker joint out in Cali. DJ Clark Kent had those joints on, and I was like, I need those. They look like fire, and I can't find them anywhere now.
I have to raise my hand. I have another hype beast moment.
Oh, really?
Was the pink box dunks? Those were a hype beast moment.
What? Wind that back.
The pink box dunks were.
You got them joints?
Yeah, I got them.
Really?
Yeah, I got those.
Wow. Yeah,
that's a hype. That was a hype beast type of a moment. I was like, man, I know these gonna go, and then I copped them. I was buying a whole bunch of dunks, but what was happening? I never tried them on. To me, they're a little hard to style, man. I bought a few pair, and it's like they're a little hard to style for me anyway. For what I like to wear and for how I like to shoot, for shoes to look on my foot.
Right,
but man, oh man.
Really, Illa Ills, the CNY 31s are like that. I don't know if I can co-sign on that.
You know, I've been finding out, and this is kind of off topic, but with the prices this weekend, I've been finding different prices on different shoes. Like this weekend, I seen the All-Star 6s on sale for Shoe Mama. Somebody had them for $140 for some reason. I think it was City Gear. City Gear had them for $140, but then I go next door to Foot Action, and they're 180 or 185 for the grade school. They're 185 for the grade school. I'm like, man, what is going on? Then there was I've been seeing varying prices on those 31s too. Some places have for $200, and then some places have been having them for $185.
The All-Star joints?
31s, yeah. Yep. So it's been a couple of different price points that I've been seeing out here lately on some of these shoes.
Beer Jedi says the dunks that drop tomorrow, is that the blue jean joints?
Yeah, that's the blue jean
Yeah,
joints.
those they kind of that intrigue me. A lot of times, every dunk I've gotten kind of fits weird on my foot, man. I don't know.
I'm the same way, man. I finally put all mine on. I was like, you know what? I do not like that. They look on my foot, man. I got a wider foot, so it looked kind of weird on my foot. So
I don't know what it is, but
I probably won't be buying anymore.
they do look nice though. They look
they look aesthetically good, man. They look good for real. So so you said your loyalty definitely lies in price. I'm gonna say mine does too, because I'm a heavy price shopper anyway. That's number one for sure. But I think quality is important as well. Maybe not as important as what I actually thought it would be though, because like I said, I bought those 13s and I didn't think they were great, but it's just for that silhouette, man, that color, man, just that thing just sold me, man. I thought that was just a great release, and I, you know, maybe I can push brand even up a little bit more because when there are certain silhouettes and colors of a shoe, sometimes reasoning goes out the door, whether it's price, whether it's quality, that goes out the door. You know what I mean? Because I just have to have it. You know what I mean? So there's been a couple of shoes that I've purchased, like the Black Toe 14s, Delaney Low 14s. There's been a few releases that I have purchased where the quality wasn't like that, but it's just the colorway and everything else. The brand of it kind of sold me. You know, the OG silhouette sold me on it. So definitely interesting to discuss. You had any more that you want to ask about this topic, or?
Let me see. I think we covered most of. I'm really surprised on your answer about quality though, because after the poop emoji and those Black Cat 13s, man, I if I had been a betting man, even though I know you are a definitely a price conscious shopper, I would have bet some money that your answer, your number one would have been quality.
Yeah, well, the black, like I said, I just thought for 190 the Black Cats could have been better, but I would cop the Black Cat 13s if the price point was lower. So we're still going back to price. So I just started really thinking about it. I was like, man, you know what? Price is really important to me. I always thought it was super duper quality, but then again, price is important. But then again, if the quality's not up to par, I'm not paying that 190. So it kind of goes hand in hand a little bit, but price does supersede it.
Cool. So the Ripster said something about there was a Black History Month Kobe that dropped during the All-Star game. I must have missed that.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I'm not on Kobe's that strong, so.
I wonder what's going on with Kobe. Are people just sick of the same silhouette that he keeps coming out with year after year?
He likes low top shoes, and
he doesn't play anymore.
Hey.
He might be giving D'Angelo Russell some lessons, and Magic Johnson. I know he's there now too, but man, I tell you, man, I don't own one Kobe. I know Beer Jedi was talking. He was like, yeah, I think it was a Kobe 11 that he had. He said they're super duper comfortable. They're a very comfortable shoe.
Right.
I tried them on, and it was cool, but my wife and my son has Kobe's. I cannot buy a Kobe for some reason. They just don't do it for me. I don't know where it is, but it seemed like this one is really sitting bad.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some that I like, even the ones that are kind of like wrestling boots. They look cool to me, but it's kind of like how we were talking about those special forces joints. I like the camo ones that dropped this past weekend. I was really looking for them. That probably would have been the ultimate hype beast moment for me, because I really don't think I could pull them off. I mean, it's like not something that I would wear.
That shoe, that's the same way for me, because I went to Foot Locker. They had the gray joints. And as soon as I felt the leather, I was like, oh, the quality is dope. I look at the price point, they said 180, and I was like, and I started thinking about, how can I wear these? I'll put them right back on the shelf. They were trying to push them. I'll tell you one thing that's been happening with going to these shoe stores, man. I know it's a little bit off topic, but they have been pushing the hell out of some sneakers. Say they're getting pretty desperate to kind of move these units out of there. They not go in the store, man. They be offering me like cups of wine and stuff like that. Hey, you want some? Let me get you a cup of wine. there, Dabs. Let me go ahead and get you a little cheese plate. You know, we want you to stay here a while. We're going to treat you with some good hospitality, you know, so you can buy some sneakers. Man, it's been crazy right now.
Ills is saying in the chat that he thinks Nike ruined Kobe's shoe legacy, but I think he helped him because, you know, all the stuff that I saw in the interviews, unless he was just drinking the company tea, he was, you know, saying that he was sitting down and designing the shoe with him. So if it sucks, you know, part of that is on Kobe.
You really think Kobe was sitting there designing anything?
Bro, I'm telling you, like, man, that's what they say. Now, you know, maybe that's just the company line that they try to sell to say, you know, that the players involved in it. But
that comment was worse than Phil Jackson's posse comment, man. Come on, man. That was,
hey, why would I not believe it? I mean,
Kobe design.
What are you laughing about? So you saying that
Kobe designs like he raps music in Italian, man? That's not.
No, I'm not saying that he literally designed it. I'm saying that he was involved with the process and he had to sign off on it.
Yeah, he may have said, "I would like a Nike check to be this color."
You know what? Okay, whatever.
I like this color.
I think that's some Kobe shade you're throwing.
I like this color. And give me the Denver, Colorado colorway. I'll never let that go. Man, oh man. Said Kobe did spend some time in Italy. He may have figured he knows some stuff about design. LOL. Daz brought back the Kobe Tyra song. Man, oh man, that's funny. Yeah, Kobe, man. Oh my goodness, that he gets to me. He's a great ball player. He's one of the greatest of all times. When people started saying about Kobe that he was better than Mike, and that's why I just started losing it. I'm like, man, he's a carbon copy of Mike, and he's not even that great of a carbon copy of him. I lose it with Kobe sometimes. I think Kobe is a different individual anyway.
Yes, sir. Beer Jedi says Shaq is the standard for rapping NBA players. What about Dame Lillard?
I never heard Dame. Bruh. I never heard that. I heard he nice though. Everybody keeps saying Dame nice.
He nice.
Did you see that NBA All-Star Talent joint where they had the NBA players rapping? I think it was Lou Williams, Amon Shumpert, and I think Victor Oladipo, whatever his name is.
Somebody whistled or something. I think I didn't see it.
But Lou Butte, that dude from the Clippers, whatever his name is. But, yeah, Lou Williams was actually nice. They started dogging him a little bit. Like, man, Lou Williams was kind of tight. Shumpert was kind of trash, but Williams had a couple of bars, man. I was like, okay, but Dame wasn't on there. You know, what other NBA players was rapping? Was it who was it? Iverson. Didn't Iverson have a little bit of a rap career?
He tried to do a little something, but you know, they kind of had him tied up with what's the dude that was in the commercial with him? Jada Kiss, I think. And you know, he wasn't that good. So not Jada Kiss wasn't, Iverson wasn't, you know, he could never get on that. So
ain't nobody's better than Ron Artest though, man. He got bars.
Yeah, prison bars. Come on, man.
That dude don't got them all. What did he say? What was his rap line? Remember that, babe? Ron Artest.
7:30, 50 shots.
7:30, 50 shots. That was a song that he sang on the talent show, man. It was this All-Star weekend. I know you probably had a great time being down there, but man, oh man, just watching it on TV was
whack.
Very whack. I just the dunk contest. What do you think about
it? Horrible. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
I was because of that alone. I was so first to me. The shootout was okay, but the dunk contest was just totally. I was so glad we didn't go to that, and that was actually the one event that when we were planning, that we had all agreed that, well, if we got to spend our money, that's probably where we're gonna go. I was so glad we didn't go, bro, because I was like, if I had to pay my money for that, I've been running up on somebody for a refund. I
thought the best thing was the. When the skills challenge, when the bigs go against the smalls, I kind of like that little challenge that they did where didn't Porzingis win?
Um,
It was Porzingis that won, or maybe it was Nikolai Jokic, whatever it is. Where the small guards, you do the pass.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. They got to do the pass, and then they got to weave through the cones, and then go do the layup.
That was Porzingis for the Knicks that won that, man.
Yeah,
but
I think you're right. I think it was Porzingis that. So the bigs have won the past 2 years in a row.
When that's the best thing cracking for All-Star Weekend, it's a problem. No, actually, this is the best thing for me. This is the best thing because me and my homie, we was at Wingstop getting our wings on, whatever. We seen Master P playing basketball.
The celebrity game.
That was he was missing wide open layups, man, bumping the ball everywhere, setting hard screens for no reason. I'm like, man,
you know that game was sold out?
It was sold out. Wow. Goodness. And I thought it lacked a lot of celebrity pack. I always watch that game for some reason. I like watching the celebrity game. I watched it over the All-Star game, actually. I like to see it. Kevin Hardy acts a fool sometimes, and but it kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about this All-Star weekend, man. I've seen
Cadillac Jackson says, can we agree that we should stop jumping over people or trying to put the ball between their legs in the dunk contest? Yeah, bro. Jumping over people is played. And the dude who won, I don't care what nobody say, watch the slow-mo. That first dunk where he grabs the ball, when he grabbed that ball, he pushed down to go up. And they were trying to take off points for the other guy because his was more visible because they were all whack, man. The dunk contest sucked. It was horrible.
I seen somebody get a 9 for or 8 or a 9 for missing dunks. I think he missed like all the dunks and he still got like a decent.
And the thing with the drone,
that was garbage.
Man, it was it was really bad. Maybe they just can't, the creativity is gone, but and I don't think they should have more than 2 tries at a dunk, because by the time you get to the third time, it doesn't matter. We don't care. Don't even give a score.
I just think it's missing star power. Even DeAndre Jordan, he was very whack in there to me. I thought Aaron Gordon. Nobody, your novice NBA fan is not going to know Aaron Gordon and who he plays for. The only one that was a name player was DeAndre Jordan, but he's those tall guys are kind of awkward. I think Dwight Howard did a good job when he won that year, but they need more star power, man. They need maybe not LeBron, but maybe a Paul George or DeMar DeRozan or players like that with a little oomph behind their name. In the years past when the dunk contest was at its best, you had Dr. J, Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. You had some stars in there. And now it's guys that I think
nobody knows.
Derrick Jones Jr., they said he's only made 3 baskets in the NBA, and none of them were dunks. I think to be in a dunk contest, you have to have an NBA dunk. I'm sorry.
Bro, he was in there on the strength of his YouTube dunks, I guess. I don't know, but
yeah, they've done that before too, and it was a disaster. There was a player from our area. His name was James Flight White. I don't know if you remember him, but oh my goodness, you look up the footage on YouTube. This James Flight White was the man. That dude could fly. I watched him literally play when he was at the Cincinnati. He was a Cincinnati Bearcat. Dude was nice, but he got to that slam dunk competition, and he just couldn't do what he did. He just couldn't do it.
I think they make the perfect point. Dudes doing dunks in a live game and doing something exciting in a slam dunk competition are 2 different things.
You're right.
DeAndre Jordan getting a oop in a game, that's game time hype, nice, exciting. But being creative enough to come up and do something, nah, man. Maybe we've seen it all too. They done jumped over cars and people, and I don't know.
I think the props get corny a little bit now. Like when you jumping over, like when the dude jumped over DJ Khaled, I was like, oh, here we go.
That was
just having. I don't know, man. That cat gets on my nerves a little bit too. But man, let's get to the dessert, man. Let's get to the dessert. Oh man, we got some sweet pieces coming up. There was a new photo to drop.
I'm gonna see if I can find it while you're talking.
It's a all red joint. It's an Air Jordan 5 University Red, man. And you know, it was the Raging Bulls that they do look similar to, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, man. And you know, it's a shoe. You know, I wish we had some real good photos. I think we just kind of got the little spy photo. You know, sometimes you get those.
No, bruh. No, hold on. Hold the phone.
You got the real photo?
Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
I know what I seen was a spy photo.
No. Let me get to this. What I want to do. I want
804 said I've been boycotted the NBA and it's all buffoonery. Man, oh man, that's tough, man. Because you know, the NBA still holds something to me, but I only watch it during the playoff time where I watch it consistently. Like when the playoffs drop, that's when it's like I'm in for real. But during the regular season, man, it's not the same. It's not the same at all. The season's too long, in my opinion, too.
There you go. Check that out.
Oh, so you got a real picture?
Yeah, man. You got the whole joint. No flamed out, you know, pixelated, not showing.
Okay. Let me study this real quick. I'll keep talking, OG, so people can see it, man. I got to study this real quick.
We were talking about yesterday. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose it. But so the comparison, if you just can't remember visually in your mind, this particular. At first, people were saying that it was just going to be a re-release of the Raging Bull. But the Raging Bull, where it has black or where it has red here on the midsole on the Raging Bull, it's actually black. Also, the netting on the Raging Bull is clear, and whereas on this University Red, of course, it's red. And these areas around the lace eyelets on the Raging Bull are black. As a matter of fact, hang on. There you go. So just for comparison, you can see the differences. Like, so the Raging Bull is all black here on the midsole, and underneath it's a clear sole, and you see you got the eyelets right here that have the black hits, and this is more of a gray color, whereas on the University Red joints, at least the first pictures I saw, it was looking kind of silvery, but actually on this one right here, it kind of looks more the same. It's nice, but I gotta be honest, just my first picture wise, I definitely like the look of the Raging Bulls better. But this is not a bad looking shoe. What do you think?
My wife is gonna. I mean, if they come out grade school, that's something I will buy for my wife. For me, I have to think twice, you know. But she already stated, you know, her favorite silhouette is 5s, period. So that's a lock for her. But for me, I don't know, man. It might
too
be
much red.
It might be too much red. That red netting just maybe if that netting was black, I think that would have been fire. If they would put the black netting on there, so a little bit more black. But if you're gonna go all red, then take away the black shark teeth.
But then it becomes like a 5 Yeezy Red October.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Take away the black shark teeth and make the clear soles red if you're gonna go for the all red aesthetic. But you know what I mean? So if you're gonna give me some black, then make the netting black, or you know, give me a little bit more black if you're gonna have the piece of black there. Almost like an alternate Raging Bull.
I feel you. Yeah, definitely. You know, it's an interesting look. I kind of have to see it in hand. I'm really kind of, you know, I'm not always on like an all red shoe. And you know, like if I got this the way I feel about it right now, you know, just to go back to the other discussion, it would definitely be a hype beast moment for me.
Oh, you already know.
I'm really not on 5s like that. The only 5 that I really wanted was the Bel Air 5s, and I was able, it was either last year or the year before, to come up on a nice VNDS pair that I got at a good price. And even when I got them, I was glad that I got them, but it's just like, I don't know. It looks dope in pictures, and then when you put it on your feet, it doesn't look. You know how like when you look down on your feet and you see a shoe, you're like, dang, these shits look good. I never have that feeling about fives.
I agree. We got the same. We must have the same sneaker taste because I throw on those black grape fives, man. I'm looking at them. I'm like, yo, these look clunky and big on my feet, and the tongue come way too far up. They just look clunky on my feet for some reason. You know, I don't like the way it looks when I look down on them. I immediately just want to take them off. So I definitely agree. But the five lows, I like the way the five lows look on my feet though. Maybe because that tongue is not as big, but I can rock the five lows, no problem. But the five mids or highs, wherever they are, they look weird. Plus fives look nasty when they crease up real bad.
Right.
I don't like the way fives look when they crease, but that shoe right there, you know, if the royalty fours are a terrible shoe, are these a terrible shoe too? Quote unquote terrible trash. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think that they're sorry, family. I'm trying to fix this light, but I think it's finally after. Hey, wait a minute. Is this episode number 9 or 10?
Number 9, I want to say.
Yeah, I was thinking this was 10. I was like, wow, 10 weeks. But 9 is still on point. Yeah, I have the black metallic fives. That was like a hype beast purchase for me but I haven't worn them yet. I do need to pull them out and see how I feel about them. But
yeah,
something
about fives to me.
So what was the other shoe? Sorry about that, family. There we go.
Just discussion on the Royal Air Jordan 1, you know, it's slated to release, was it April, the beginning of April, correct?
Yes.
So, I mean, you know, we both know we're going to cop them and all that, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The quality looks like it's going to be similar to probably the breads, I suppose.
So from this picture, as I'm looking at it, it looks like to me that it actually may be a very mirror of the
breads.
Because minus the tumbled leather on the end, you know, back in the swoosh, but you got the nice soft tumbled leather on the heel cap and on the ankle strap, also on the swoosh, and then on the toe box. I mean, it's a definite cop for me for sure. I'm all in on it. I hope that this quality stands up, you know, in terms of what the actual release is going to look like.
Yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in for as many pairs as I can, but I'm keeping none of them.
Wow.
Yeah, straight just either trade bait or really just money flipping on that. I'm done with ones, man. I'm literally done with ones right now.
Well, I keep saying that, and I keep getting them, which to me, actually, ones is my ultimate hype beast because the shadow backboard turned me around for ones tremendously.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. For the longest time, that was my number one cop that I wanted to get, and now I don't want them.
Wow.
It's weird, man. You know, and maybe it'll turn around in a year or so. You never know. But it's just they started coming out with so much stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm just done. I got tired of them.
Yeah, I think the thing for me that I really realized why I feel a lot of people are on them, man, them joints just look so dope on foot. It really, like when I have them on, they really make me feel good because you know, like with the right fit, I just feel like they just really nice. Like when we went to New York for SneakerCon, and I had gotten the black toes early from Herschel's -20_23. Man, the love that I got, you know, from people about those shoes, also because I had them with the white leather laces instead of the laces that came with them, was just crazy, man, all over the city. And you know, people in New York, you know, they not strangers to kicks. So, but it just really kind of changed my perspective of ones for sure. But I gotta slow down because
they're not.
These will probably be it for me.
They don't have that comfort level that to me that you're saying, because they rub really bad on my heel.
Okay.
So I don't like that feeling of my heel being that restricted with a high sneaker. It's hard for me to wear those higher sneakers like that due to that, because I hate that feel. Something.
Do you ever lace them loose and not tie them up? Because that's how I wear mine. I don't tie them.
No, I can't wear them like that. I just not ones. I like mine to be laced up.
Yeah. When I laced all the way up, because those leather laces, you can't, if you lace them all the way up to the next to the top lace hole, you can't really tie them. It's just too tight. But the leather doesn't move through the eyelet, so it still gives you a good secure fit. They don't, they're not flopping off or making flip-flop sounds or things like that.
I hate for stuff to rub. Like my Converse weapons are the same way. Well, one pair is, whereas they're made so high it starts rubbing, and I don't like that feel, man. If they would put more padding on them, I would be better with it. But I think it kind of lacks enough padding to where it's comfortable against my heel.
Okay.
Or my, yeah, not my heel, but yeah, my heel. They're nice looking though. The quality looks super dope. That's cool.
Absolutely.
So let's head on to the bill. Man, there's some, last week was a really big week of releases, but this one is turned out to be another big week. It's 2 big weeks in a row.
Man, it's plus you got those you got Team Adidas dropping some heat this week too. So I mean, it's just a lot of stuff.
Let's start off with that, man. Well, my number one Adidas drop for this week, and I'm going to take this serious. I think they come out in 2 days. The 24th, the Adidas NMD R1 monochrome pack. I would love to get a black and a red pair, man. What do you think about those?
I kind of have to agree with you. I think that's a dope set. I'm not so much on the red on red. I definitely like the black on black.
Yeah.
I think when they first dropped, a lot of people, their complaint was, they didn't want all that white boost, so, and, I don't know if they planned it or they were just being responsive to the consumer. Shout out to them if they were being responsive, because a lot of times they don't, companies are not necessarily doing that, and I think that's to their detriment. But yeah, no, I think that's a really a dope set. I don't know that I would go in. What are they retailing? 140?
140, yeah.
And which is that's within my magic price point, if you will. So I think that that could work, but for me, I don't know that I would get in on the whole set.
The white ones I can let go, you know what I'm saying? But those black and them red ones, man, I got a decision to make, because I probably won't buy both of them. And I don't know if they'll, for some reason, I don't know if this is going to be hyped or not. You know what I mean? Like that silver, what's that? The silver Ultra Boost that's uncaged.
Mm-hmm.
I got a quick question.
Yep.
Why do uncaged Ultra Boosts sit, but regular Ultra Boosts sell out for the most part?
Bruh, I couldn't answer it. I mean, I think, I do agree with some people who say that this whole, that Adidas really has like too many, like the cage and uncaged, and and I don't know, but I can't tell you why they say it. It could be the price, because I think those are more like at that, they're not like at the NMD price, the 140. They're more at that upper end, the 175 to 180, 190, around in that price.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I see a lot of them sitting. I seen on Adidas.com they came out with that silver pack. I think where they had silver boost and the silver pure boost as well. And those were sitting on the Adidas site. I don't know if they finally sold out or not. But usually, when you think of Adidas Ultra Boost and NMDs, you're thinking of things that go like super fast. So
it says it's because Kanye didn't wear it. I don't know.
I love it. I love it. I don't even want to talk about what Kanye did wear, though. The little Air Monarch looking trash shoes, man. I'm thinking, terrible. OG, if you buy them, man,
nah.
Would you buy them to flip?
No. So I mean,
I say the resale is, say the shoe costs 200, resale is 350 to 400. Would you
Nah, it
buy
would have to be more like 600 or 800. I'm not even fooling with that because
this shoe's
it's too
so
much headache.
yeah, that shoe is so ugly. It'd be hard for me just to buy the flip. It's an ugly shoe. Man, oh man. What else? What else? We have the well, so of course we got the Adidas Yeezy Zebra. I don't even know if we should even mention it because these things are super duper limited. On the Gold app, they have them at $1,800 already. What's up with that?
People know that it's ultimate. You know, like people are really psyched for it, and they're going to be in very limited supply, and so you know they're just anticipating that the availability is going to be short. And if regular ones were topping out, you know, $800-900, they just feel like these are going to be more like those 750s. You know, they're just going to really push up.
One-legged listener said
$7,000 a pair.
no, 7,000 pair to be made.
Oh, 7,000 pair to be made.
Yeah, so that's going to be next to impossible to grab. But then again, we were talking before, and I was like, I guess I was a little bit more just upset by the fact that, you know, these shoes are going to be super limited. And you were saying, are you going to try to shoot your shot? I'm going to try to shoot my shot, of course. I'm going to go on the Adidas website and sit there for 15 to 20 minutes and, you know, see what happens. But man, oh man, I mean, the funny thing about this shoe, I'm not a big Yeezy fan.
Mm-hmm.
I like these shoes. And of course, the ones that I like are the ones that's extremely limited. You know what I mean? Even if I was to pay resale, that's not happening. You know what I mean? But I really, for some reason, I like these Yeezys the most. I really like these Yeezys. And it's hard for me to say that because I'm not a Yeezy man. I'm not a Yeezy fan.
Now, for me, it's the all black joints. Like from the original, the ones, the pirate blacks, or the solar reds, and the one that just dropped that didn't have the Supply 350 on it. I really like.
I was just talking like V2 talk. You know what I mean? They're my
I got you. Well, I feel you. Just on the V2, I'm still talking V2s. The pirate blacks was the ones, but they had one that was a similar color combination. The solar, so I think they call it solar red, and then they had another one drop that was black and had red in it, but it didn't have the Supply 350 branding on the side of it.
Got you. For some reason, man, it's just that colorway, the white, how they just look so bright. Now, would I wear them? Of course not. Like they just look like a pretty shoe to me. Something about them.
Why would you not wear them? Man, that is a comfortable shoe.
I wouldn't. It's a white sole. I wouldn't wear them. I don't. To be honest with you, man, it's hard for me to wear white sole shoes. I bought those Cyber Monday 3s, and at first when I bought, I gotta wear them. I can't put them on. Something about the white outsole, man. I just do not want to muck them up, get them dirty. So the next one we have the Air Jordan 8 alternate, slated to release 225 at the low price of 190. I've seen these in hand, man. They're not, the colorway is nice, but I can't get them. Not for
what?
They're not for me, man. They're not for me. I think the colorway, to me, they almost remind me of, I guess, of how I feel about them. Those Olive 8s that just came out. What are those called again?
The Sequoia 8s.
Yeah, Sequoia 8s or Undefeated or whatever they wanted to call them. They remind me of them, and I had a lukewarm reception of them. I almost feel the same way with this 8.
One-legged listener said he got them on foot right now. Shout out to Team Early.
They're
super dope.
His favorite silhouette, so of course he has them.
Right. My dude Jumpman had a whole commercial. Mr. Allen blessed him. He walking in slow motion and everything. I saw a piece of it on IG today. It was really dope, but you know, that is his #1 silhouette. I'm not really that much on 8s, but from when I saw the first picture, I was like, these joints are dope.
So is it a lock or is it something you're gonna wait on?
I got a rehearsal Saturday morning. And if I got to do too much to get them and I'm not there in the afternoon, I might miss. I can't I can't pull out and do my normal Saturday run. So I got to run by my spot and see if they're going to hold me down. If they hold me down, I'm in on them. If they don't hold me down, I'm going to just have to hope they're still around.
Yeah, it's a complete miss for me. I mean, if it's down the road and they're at the outlet, then I'm cool. But man, for eights, man, it's like I'm not big on eights. You know, I love my aquas.
But you bought those Paul Georges and you hyping on that, but you, man,
yeah, I like the Paul Georges.
We gotta put you on the bench, man.
Besides the Yeezy Zebras, I think the Paul Georges.
You need to go see the sneaker therapist.
I love them. I love them.
You need to go see the sneaker therapist.
Air Jordan 12 playoff low. The price is supposed to be 170. They released on Saturday as well. What's your thoughts?
You know, I like the lows. A lot of people don't, you know, they're not down with the lows. I like them. I'm gonna pass, and you know, if I can catch them on the rebound, I'll do that. Because I do like that. Actually, I want to pick up those, and I'm really waiting for the black and orange ones. I forgot what they call them that dropped earlier this year. You know, I told you how I feel about black and orange, so I want to try to catch those if they come to the outlet or something like that. But I got a question. I got a question for the family. I'm thinking about using my little 30% something. So if I was not going to buy an outlet shoe, like what would you think would be a good use of getting that, using the 30% of like stuff that dropped that you think is still in the store? One of the things I was thinking about was I wore my Royalty 4s in New Orleans. Man, then I couldn't stop looking at my feet. Those Jones are fire. So I said I might use my 30% to go back and get another pair of Royalty 4s to just put on ice.
Yeah, one-legged listener said the All-Star
Sixes. Yeah, I thought about that because that would definitely bring that 225 down for sure.
Then the next release, or this is one of my favorite releases, besides the Yeezy Zebras, that's what they're called, the Paul George 1 Shining.
Man, I gotta find this shoe because I don't understand what you were enamored with.
Ooh, I love them. Ooh, I love these joints, man. These bad boys, man, are
definitely
fire.
Really?
Yeah, man. I seen them in hand, man. Once I seen them, I was sold, man. The outsole.
Cadillac Jackson said the Vanchetta foams. That's a thought.
Yeah, that's a thought.
Anybody know where you can find them?
That's gonna be hard to find. Yeah. All-Star 6s again from Crease Kicks. Yeah, you pull up that picture and don't pull up that grape. You pulling up the picture. I'll pull up the picture if you need me to.
Which one?
You know which one? That PG one.
Yeah, man, I'll pull up the picture. I'm gonna pull it up, but I don't get it, bro. I really don't.
Hey, man. These things are.
You're gonna have to educate me.
I'm gonna educate you, man. I seen them in hand, man. I was sold. I love them. I love them. I'm looking it up too. Okay. One shining moment came up for some reason.
I see those dunks again. Yeah, those joints are fat, but have to resist because
they all right.
Yeah,
they all right.
Yeah, I don't see what you
just not trying to look for them. That's what.
No, I found them. I'm putting them up right now, bro.
Come on, man. You know, I still see your face on here, man. You tripping, OG. Come on now.
Nah.
Yeah, there they go. I'm looking at them right now.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. It's just this is black shoe with a strap and a pointy toe. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, no, just you know what? These shoes are just like Paul George's personality. It's just meh.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's meh.
What's that supposed to mean?
This is just what I said. It's just like,
And these is flame, bro. If you have them in hand, you see that suede material where the Nike check is, and it wraps all around the back of the shoe. Man, I mean, the strap is dope. And then look at the outsole, man. The outsole has that same translucent All-Star 6 type of look to it, man. These are fire. Me and my wife, we both fell in love with them when we had them.
How do they feel on foot?
No, I didn't try them on. I don't know. It don't matter to me. How do most shoes feel on foot these days, man? Most of these shoes are uncomfortable.
No, that's not true. Because that for me,
basketball shoes they are.
When I first saw the Kyries, I wasn't like, eh. But when I put them joints on, I was sold. So that's why I'm asking you.
I don't know. I mean, they're not even out yet, so of course I couldn't try them on. But they are one piece construction. That is a concern of mine. But I don't care. If you know, I'll try them on when I get there, and if I need to size up, or go a half a size up, I'm cool. But I'm telling you, that sole, man, it just doesn't do it. The pictures don't do it any justice. It really got that flip flop type of paint look to it, man. It's really nasty. Got a Zoom Air pocket bag in the front.
Well, hold up.
Fire.
One-legged lister says what? The All-Star 6s would be 157
with 30% off. That sounds about right.
I might have to shoot my shot on those, Joe. I got to go in the store. That means I got to go to Georgetown. Whew, I do not want to go to Georgetown.
These 110 too, man. That's a good price point for these. And plus, these are going to be limited.
Yeah, they should be 110 because
they're going to be limited too, man. Everybody not going to have them. I'll be happy with that.
You're right.
I'll be happy with that. See, I like the Chris Pauls too, so I just, you know, that's just me. I love these, man. These dope. Ooh, I love them. Ooh, I keep looking at them. I'm talking too while I got the picture up, OG, so I'm about to get out of that, man. But man, there's something about those, man.
Nah, bro, you can have that. I'm gonna have to leave you with that one, man. I can't. Nah.
I'm feeling them, bro.
No can do.
Feeling them.
Man, take that picture off. Like, stop.
I might keep them on for the rest.
I'm gonna block you. You know I'm under control. I can block you now. Stop playing.
Hey man, I keep them up for the rest of for the time we talking, man. I'm in love with these niggas. You didn't have them in hand, OG. Once you give them a hand, you might think differently.
It's not gonna matter, man.
I've had them in hand.
No.
I've had them in hand. He's dope.
King of Phones, you said they gone. What gone? The 6 is gone. Them Jones still sitting.
He's sitting everywhere.
They're sitting everywhere. What you mean they gone? They gone at 157. If that's what you mean, yeah. But if you just mean they gone and won't be found, they'll be there.
Man, oh man. Any other things? That's I think that's it for the bill. I think we went with all the releases that we had coming up. The dessert with Air Jordan 5s and the Royal Air Jordan 1s. Anything else you had on your mind that you wanted to speak up about or talk about or anything like that?
No. What time is it? Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Well, let me just say this. To the people who saw the video, the rant about the Black History Month, it's some information about that. I had some conversation with some folks when I was in New Orleans about that subject, and also I did send my letter to Nike corporate. I don't know if I'm gonna get a response, but if you guys would have some interest in knowing what the letter said, let me know in the chat. You know what you think, and maybe I'll do a vid, or next week I'll at least read the letter. Sorry about that. When I don't eat before the show, man, I just burping. I don't know. It's because I'm talking and taking in air and I don't have nothing in my stomach. But
OGSneekerz said they have those Zoom Bonafides in New Orleans for sale.
Zoom Bonafides.
That's the ones with the Jason Kidd bottoms.
Oh, yeah. They did. I saw.
What was the price? What was the price point on those?
They didn't have a price. They had them in the House of Hoops, and it was like a mystery drop. And what they did was, if you bought, they had certain shoes that dropped later in the day. Like I really hated this. I didn't take a whole long drawn out, but like there was a rack of shoes that dropped on Saturday. And in this House of Hoops, they had everything. They had the whole 5 decades to include the Bonafide. But what they were doing, instead of like everything was supposed to drop at 9 or 10 o'clock, they had one shoe that was going to drop at 11 o'clock, and you had to get in line and get a wristband an hour before to be able to go in and cop the shoe. And they one-shoed you all day long, man. It was just miserable. But they did finally put it out towards the end of the day. But what they did was it was a raffle. I don't think they had them for sale because I didn't go back later that night. But they did give a raffle ticket if there were certain shoes that if you bought those shoes, they would give you a raffle ticket, and they were actually giving a pair away. And they look kind of dope. You know, there was all fly knit construction, you know, kind of that, you know, one piece like sock like type of deal. Right. But it looked kind of dope.
Man, oh man. Yeah, that was a shoe that I would like to have, but then again, I don't know how that would go as far as how they would look when they get dirty, man. That thing would probably look disgusting.
You have to crep them or rejuvenate them to death, and you know, just. I mean, I think you could protect them, but you know, I think it's like something that you wouldn't wear that often. It's just too crazy, you know. At least for me, I don't know.
Yeah, I can agree that with a heavy basket, it's weird because they're like a lightweight shoe, but they have a heavy basketball bottom. Because I can't imagine those Jason Kidds could have been light shoes, especially because that sole looks so bulky. So it's kind of a weird shoe, but aesthetically, I like how it looks. But as far as the fit and the feel, I don't know how those would feel. Yeah, the weight and okay, the Gone Post looked like he was down the way, down and then though. Talking about that, you had to enter a raffle for just like you say, you had to enter a raffle.
Yeah, it was like you had to come back at like 7 o'clock that night. That's when they were doing the raffle, and ain't nobody trying to do that. I mean, I'm sure somebody did, but
yeah, that's insane. Dragon Ball Z kicks.
I mean, it definitely, you know, if you looking to stunt, you know, and come out with something that, you know, not a lot of people, to me, is almost not quite, but it's like would be on the level of having those the Back to the Future joints.
Any more in the comments? What are you guys thinking about? What's going on in the comments?
Yeah, you know, it's time for that after dinner conversation, family. So we're just gonna jump off in the chat. We already kind of been, you know, in there to, you know, to see. But what are you guys of the stuff that's dropping? What are you guys looking at, or even, you know, some future stuff? If there's some things that you guys have heard about. Oh, you know what? There's one thing we were supposed to talk about. We didn't. We could toss it in there and see what the family thinks about that. I saw a poll on Sneaker Bar Detroit. They were asking if they thought if people think that they should throw 11s in the vault and, you know, keep them out of circulation for a couple years. What do you think about that? Like they did with the threes. Which I don't know if they really did that, because
that's why I laughed. They didn't keep nothing in the vault.
They came out, but
the last three to drop was when 2014, and then 2016 they go crazy again. But I don't know. For me personally, I would hate if they would put them in the vault, because there's a couple of colorways that I would love to get my hands on, like the Breads, Concords, and things of that sort. So for me, definitely no, I wouldn't want them to put them in the vault. But if they refuse to come out with the Concord colorway, the Bread colorway, or even the cool grays, I don't know if I like the colorway this year. So it's supposed to be dark blue and light blue.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually okay with it. I mean, they're not going to keep it in there forever. When they were first talking about putting the threes in the vaults, it was like they may never come back again. It was like, really? Okay. But I mean, I'm okay with it. You know, I think let something else shine for Christmas time. You know, not always have to be an 11. You know, take them out for a couple Christmases and then come back with the Concords.
I'll tell you what, like I said, that colorway, that blue colorway that's going to be coming out, I know that I'm not a big fan of blue sneakers, but I know I will have those because it's an 11. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know, man. I would actually hate to see the 11s go away, me personally.
Yeah. You know? One-legged lister was saying he's not doing anything to the motorsports. Just my opinion. They had the motorsports in the pop-up, and I was disappointed.
Pass.
I was really disappointed.
I want those Nike Air Vapor Max.
Oh, the one with the bubbles on the bottom.
Yeah. What do you think about those?
It looked like it would be really awkward, or I don't know. Just something about it is weird. I tell you what, I am looking forward to for Air Max Day. I heard One of those Air Max, I forget which one it is, but it has, well, what the name of it is, but it's like black and like teal blue and something. There's supposed to be a 3 that's in that same colorway that's supposed to be dropping. I'd seen a couple months ago. I hope that drops. That's a 3 that I was interested in.
What do you think about the Air Max 2017? You tired of them pretty much Kobeing their line?
You know, I mean, I'm not really a big Air Max person, so you know, they could do whatever they want to do.
I know back in the day though, Air Max was the shit though. I mean, Air Max 95, then they did the 97. It gave you a different feel and flow from year to year almost. But now, every year it's the same shit. I mean, literally, they put the same sole on a similar, constructed shoe.
Right.
I don't know what happened with the Air Max, man. Air Max used to be something that was celebrated when it came out, and now it's the last probably 4 or 5 years. That sole has literally been the same. It's really weird to me.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. You won't get much conversation out of me for that because the Air Max is not something that I'm really on like that. So yeah, it's the Atmos. Yeah, that's the joint. The Atmos ones. Now, I would probably, if I could get the 3s, if the 3s do drop, then I'd like to have that combo, the Atmos Air Max, and then to have the 3s. That'd be a dope little set.
Let's see here. Obsidian 15s and then the Motorsports. Yeah, I've seen them Obsidian 15s, man. I mean, so I don't know. That blue, I don't know, man. That blue just looked a lot more vivid in the pictures, man. I might still cop them, but man, I don't know. I don't know about those. What do you think about those?
Which ones?
The Obsidian 15s, the blue and white ones. I know you just got these the stealth 15s.
Yeah. That's probably a cop for me.
Yeah, but you saying you kind of lukewarm on that though.
Yeah, I got to see how they look in hand. But I mean, when I originally saw the picture, it was on my list. We make our mental list. It's like, yeah, that might be something I'm on. But so the best I can give you is a possible.
Cadillac Jackson said retro the Concords and then put the 11s away. I can agree to that. I need the Concords, and I know even if I go with the older pair, they're just not going to be crispy as a new pair would look. If they did the Concords again and gave it that supposedly OG treatment that the Space Jams got, would you like that, or would you like the regular Concord to come out?
I don't have either, so I'd be happy with either. I mean, I have the Concord lows, but I don't have the highs. So, for me, I would say if you promise me that after they're gone for 2 or 3 years that you're gonna hit me, the first thing you're gonna hit me with is the Concords, it'd be worth the wait for me. I'm good either way. You don't have to give it to me and then take everything else away. I can wait. You just make me fall in love with something else. I want them to start retroing them 23s. That's what I need to come back.
Yeah, I can see that, but man, I hope they make them a little more comfortable, man. That last 23 they came out with, man, they are.
But that's the only one. I'm telling you, the OG ones that I got, they don't fit like those the Chicago joints. They don't.
I hope that's the case, man. That little plastic shank on the side, man. I don't know how can you mess up. Like, how can you have the same silhouette? Maybe it's the material they use. Maybe it's the harder leather. I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody was off on their measurement and it just went through all the shoes that way. I don't know. Good
Pantone
question.
7. What do you think about the Pantone 7s?
Man, 7 is not a silhouette that I really care for. To me,
you tripping? I love 7s.
No disrespect, but I think 7 is like a chick kick.
Oh, you tripping?
To me, they look. I got some, only like maybe 1 or 2, but to me, that silhouette looks better on girls' feet. That's just my opinion.
I love it. So they comfortable, man. They so comfortable. I like them. I like them on feet. Ill says that they need to make every 11 with that Space Jam cut from now.
High cut.
Retro the 18s real quick. Oh my goodness. I want the 18s to come back. I love the 18s, dude. And I remember the OGs, I had them, man. The suede on there. Whew. Boy, man, I love the 18s. What do you think about the 18s, OG?
I'm with that. I'm with that. And don't, I'm not trying to throw shade on sevens, y'all. There's some sevens. I saw them today. I don't know which ones they are. I don't know what you call them, but they were blue. Somebody on IG posted them today. They're like royal blue and kind of a old gold color, but they have like the little patchwork triangles in them. And there's another pair that's similar to that, but they have like the red, black, and gold, like the Afro flag colors in them. I think I seen Jumpman Bostic with them. Those are 2 sevens that I would be on, but in general, sevens. But 18s, yes, thumbs up, absolutely.
All right, man. I think okay. You got anything else?
I don't know. I guess we could just talk about what we got coming up for the week.
Yeah.
Like I said, later on tonight, I'm going to finish up the part 2 of the NBA weekend vlog. So be some information in there, and then after that, I'll probably have 3 or 4 videos back to back in terms of some of the things that I was able to cop. Just kind of doing a more in-depth review of them. But if you want a sneak peek on that, check out part 2 of the vlog, because that stuff will be in there, and then you'll know what to look for later on in the week. Also, I'm coming up on, I want to say, well, I won't say what the number is, but like a benchmark number for me on my YouTube subs. And I said that if once I made this number, that I would do like a question and answer video. I don't know if you've ever done that, Dabs, but that was something Red Feather Gotti does that, or has done that from time to time. And since I'm still a relatively new channel, I thought people might have some questions or whatever. So we'll see. I'll test the waters. If folks want to get down with that, I'm happy to do it. And just see what people are interested in knowing about me.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. It might be something that I would, entertain down the road, almost like a sneaker collection video too. That might be down the road, but man,
for me, it's too early to do a collection video, because to actually do it would be really cumbersome. So I want to do it at a point where it's some serious milestone, or something that really is kind of prompting me to to want to do that.
That's my thing too, man. I don't right now. It's our busy time as well, man. And right now it's, I don't have a lot of time to kind of set aside for doing something of that magnitude, man. It would probably take me a few days to get together. And it's just
more than a few days, man, for me, just to be able to think about how I want to do it, and then, figuring out the logistics, then actually, getting everything set up. It'd be really a chore. I mean, at a certain point, it's something that I want to do, but no time soon, family. No time soon. Looking forward to next month with SneakerCon in Cleveland.
It's about 2 weeks away, isn't it? Right now, about 2 weeks away.
Yes, sir. It's real close.
Almost.
We have to figure out if maybe we might do like a little short special edition from someplace where we be like in the same place,
So would you want to broadcast on a Saturday?
If the family would be down with it, just a little short, 30 minutes, something like that. It doesn't have to be nothing long and drawn out, but
maybe
that might be kind of dope.
Live SneakerCon footage or something like that.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Definitely figure it out.
It's gonna be my first one, man. But like I said, from sneaker shows that I've been to prior, it's something that I'm looking forward to, but I'm not looking forward to at the same time, because I know how these kids can be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It just I want to meet certain people there, but for the most part, man, those kids I know, and I'm sound like the old guy in the room, but man, when I went to this last event and we had a table. These kids, they not buying, they just trading, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but when I go to places like that, I'm not looking to trade anything. I'm looking to either purchase or or just meet people or whatever. So it's just my agenda, and some of the people's agenda there at those places are a little bit different. So I know I have to definitely put on my tolerance cap a little bit when I go.
Cool. I just wanted to shout out Crease Kicks for hanging in with us all this time, man, from Dubai, where it is 7 o'clock in the morning. I know he was signing out saying that he was glad to be in the chat, man. We mad respect to you, bro, for hanging in there and, you know, getting up 5 o'clock in the morning and locking in live, because we usually kind of chop it up on IG, and he's saying, you know, you're gonna check the episode and that type of thing after the fact. So just nothing but, you know, mad love for you, you know, being that dedicated to the family to do that. You know, like I said, salute, bro.
For
Absolutely.
Sure. So, man, let's go ahead and sign this thing out, man.
Buckeye City Soul running in here at the end of the day. That's good, family. I see you trying to sneak in the back door.
So I guess I'm gonna sign out, man. What I got this week, though, I guess I can kind of go over that. I'm thinking about doing another Nike outlet vlog. You know, those things are, you know, kind of cool. I like doing them just to kind of share what's what the deals are out there so that people can see. And you know, we got another video that's going to be coming out tomorrow where we you know, we definitely cop some crazy steals. So it's going to be a big time, probably one of my best steal videos as far as the amount I paid for some of the sneakers that I did get. But other than that, you know, just keep rocking with us. You know, we're going to continue to try to make content. Like I said, it's a busy time of the year for me. So I don't know if the videos is going to be pumping like it normally do, but I'm going to try my best to continue to make content for you guys for sure. We appreciate all you guys.
What's next Wednesday's date?
Hold on, let me check.
I'm glad I asked.
Yes, I'm up. Yes,
it's on you. So
March.
Family, tell the rest of the family next week. Don't look here.
Yeah, next week
we'll be back on Dab's dime. He will be in control.
Yeah, so we'll be back on the Sneaker Family next week for the whole. Well, actually, for the whole month of March. So next week is March 1st. So we'll be on the Sneaker Family next week starting, and then, you know, we'll alternate back when April comes around. It'll be back to OGSneekerz page. So come to the Sneaker Family next week for the live broadcast of Soul Food for sure. Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
Absolutely. And also, you know, don't forget to leave in the comments, or you can don't do it now on the comments on the live broadcast, because of course, once the broadcast is done, we don't get the comments anymore. But just about the shirts, you know, if you're in on that, you know, or just what you'd like to see, you know, if you would be cool with a pre-order, you know, let us know what you think. So, you know, we can kind of be able to begin to plan for that. If you came late and you didn't see it, that's the real deal right there, family. Coming. So I'm gonna give you the last word, man. I'm just gonna, you know, just like we always do, give mad love and respect to total sneaker family. You are the best sneaker family on YouTube, like my little brother Maestro Dabs to say is your boy OGSneekerz, wishing all of you one love. Holla.
Keep rocking with the family. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep making content for you guys. We appreciate you guys. Peace out.